From spring fever to the summer of love, today's Express is jam-packed with hot and healthy date ideas.
On today's show, in this case, it was better that you were together.
Yes.
Yeah, the double kayaks are always more stable, from what I understand.
Scenic, splashy, and savory. It's a Deer Lake super date.
You're building up a lot of trust with each other. You're learning to, touch each other without it being, awkward.
Contact yoga. All you need is a mat and some muscle.
It helps to externalize the passion, the sexual energy.
How to heat up your love life and the dance floor.
It's a lot of fun. I know I can always rely on him when we're on the field playing together. It's nice to be able to do something together.
And later, a passion for paintball. See that and more, local expression.
Welcome to the Express. I'm Johanna Ward. Living on the West Coast, there's no excuse for getting stuck in a dating rut. We'll help you amp up your endorphins and your amore with the options on today's show. And up first, how to put a little zen into your relationship.
So guide her head through, Julian.
This may just be the best way to get close to your partner.
You're building up a lot of trust with each other, and you're learning to, touch each other without it being, awkward.
Dallas arches up more, is looking that way.
It kind of puts a mirror up to the way you approach your relationship in a sense. You can look at how you're able to trust or how you're able to sort of open up.
I can bring Dallas come forward.
Julian and Dallas are getting a lesson in contact partner yoga.
Her arms out and give her a nice stretch.
It's all about shared poses and flying techniques. You could call it a downward dog for two.
Contact yoga is the cheapest date you're ever going to have, and the guys score unbelievable points with their girlfriends and wives. You just watch them. The girls are floating out of there. They've brought the guys in. The guys have played along. They've learned a couple things. The Thai massage we do, they can do at home.
Chris and his partner Marita teach contact partner yoga, and they see the effects it can have on couples firsthand.
Give her a little massage there. We had a couple one time after class that came up to us and said, we're going to call the babysitter and say we're not coming home. We need an extra few hours. So we need to start tracking 9 months after our workshops and see what kind of impact we're having. Okay, 1, 2, 3, push.
I feel that the more solid that I am, the more that she can let go and surrender and just into, a little bit wild poses even.
Wild is a great way to describe these poses, but don't be intimidated. There are easy ways to get started, and even kids can do it.
A lot of friends come. I also do it in a family style where mothers and daughters and grandparents and grandkids do it together.
So feet beside the head.
Chris and Marita teach workshops together, and they say it's a great way to introduce the man in your life to yoga.
These guys who maybe have played football or hockey and they're pretty strong have no flexibility. And it's fun to get them engaged and get them doing stuff. And of course, the women love it.
There's a lot to love about contact partner yoga. And it certainly puts a twist on the old saying, couples who play together, stay together. I'm Bianca Solterbeck in Vancouver for The Express.
If you'd like to try contact yoga, it turns out you don't need a partner. They'll find one for you. So coupled or not, the next workshop is May 29th at the Soul Yoga Center. Now, how about something you do need a partner for? Doubles kayaking. It turns out that boating is quite the metaphor for a relationship.
The first time I was in a kayak, I tipped.
When I kayaked, I had to learn how to do the wet exit, so you knew how to recover.
Oh yeah, I learned too, and I went under learning, so.
So in this case, it was better that you were together?
Yes.
Yeah. The double kayaks are always more stable, from what I understand.
I'm finding it hard steering this thing.
I know, I'm trying to follow you, so as long as we're doing the same thing together, it should work out, right?
Yeah.
Coincidentally, today is our 15th anniversary.
So 15 years ago today, well, it was a Saturday in 1995.
He's good with dates.
Do you remember how you first met?
Yeah, I do. First day of grade 11 jazz band class.
Well, I remember seeing you in the hallway, walking down, twirling your drumsticks down the hall. You had the hair down to here and this weird Mexican poncho on.
Yeah. That was me.
What do you think the biggest thing a couple has to think about when they're in a doubles kayak?
When they're in a double kayak, the person in the back is going to be watching the person in the front and basically looking at the hands motion and whatever it is, they have to synchronize together.
It's super fun because it's much more open than I thought.
We do have kind of a busy calendar though, so we do have to look at it and see like, okay, well, when can we just do things just to hang out, you know?
Do you think that boating would be considered a good relationship builder?
Oh, absolutely, yeah, absolutely, because like I said, it's communication, it's trust, and all about having fun.
Can you see an analogy of the relationship and being in a doubles kayak? Was there any challenges out there?
Coordination, seeing eye to eye.
Trying to go the same direction sometimes, even though we're not.
Not tipping over. Our relationship, in one sentence, committed, loving.
Yeah, we're very relaxed and easygoing. We just like being together.
We'll see where Sean and Elaine's Deer Lake Super Date takes them next after we meet another couple with romance on the mind. Our next guests have discovered a popular dance style that increases passionate feelings on and off the dance floor.
Grind together, turn them on, turn around, do the whole grinding thing, do the whole thing to the side, up and down, and
The movements of reggaeton may seem rather instinctual, but for many people it takes a little practice to look this natural. Sue and Tom have been together for 6 years, and they've been taking reggaeton for couples for about 6 months.
For me, the dance is an expression of your emotions and your feelings, and it's an expression of your relationship with another person. We're gonna go walk around.
Jen Lizra of Latidos Productions teaches reggaeton and other Cuban dance.
You're basically pushing each other's buttons. What we do a lot in the classes, I teach them the secrets about what the men like and what the women like, and then teach them how to push each other's buttons. So then they kind of go like, ooh, that's kind of fun.
The focus is more about connection and seduction rather than just learning steps.
And as the connection grows on the dance floor, so too can a couple's connection off the dance floor.
What reggaeton does is it helps to externalize the passion, the sexual energy in a way that is acceptable, I guess.
Dima and Devana met on the dance floor 3 years ago, and you might guess why Devana caught Dima's eye.
I think that it feels good to dance, and it feels good to move your body in such a way, and not so much what you look like, but how you feel when you're seducing as you dance. That's more the fun part, I find.
It keeps the fire going between the two of us, and why not?
The obvious question is, of course, does reggaeton help in the bedroom?
It certainly tones you up so you can get yourself into a lot more different configurations when you're having sex. It's great that way. You need to be able to like get down there and go for it, right?
It definitely changes the way people are in the relationship, right? Because if you can move and you become sexier in how you express yourself out, then obviously that would come there too.
And for those too shy to try, Tom has a word of advice.
It's the willingness just to overcome your initial fears and anxieties and just go for it.
I'm Erin Shaw in Burnaby for The Express.
Latidos holds classes, workshops, and even hosts trips to Cuba if you're interested in reigniting your pilot light. You can find out more at the website. And stay with us because we have more exciting dating options that are off the beaten track.
After the break, adrenaline dating at Grouse Mountain.
You just make the most of the time that you can have. So like in the evenings once we put Sadie to bed and stuff like that, and you just find stuff closer to home.
It's nice to be able to do something together.
A passion for paintball on the North Shore. You're watching local TV on The Express.